Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hickory Ridge High School here in Charlotte, North Carolina for the Immaculate Training International High School Showcase. We're about to watch another girls' game coming up in just a moment. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports. We've got Team White and Team Blue. And, of course, that changes based on the game, but we will get you caught up in just a moment. For Team Blue, Britt Aller, number 29, getting ready to jump off against Aaliyah Parker, number 27. Parker winning that tip, but it ends up in the hands of Team Blue. Feed inside to Melissa Rollier and over the top to Aller, but the shot rims out. Parker with the rebound, and we're going the other way as Laura McMenamin now running the point for Team White. 16-minute running clock. And we are shooting 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Deep shot, no good by McMenamin. She gets it back, whips it around. She gets it back again, and she drives inside. Right now looking for a good shot. Shimani Stafford now, number 35, with the ball. Back over to McMenamin. Defense really packing it in there against Aaliyah Parker. Deep shot, rebounded by Rollier. Feed up, ball knocked away. All right, Stafford has come up with it. Now she's driving, gets it up to Parker. Rollier drops back in defense against her. Outside shot for Stafford is short, and we are going the other way. No score as of yet. Number 20, Christina McLean, drives, and there's a finish. Team Blue on the board. And the scoring has begun. There's McMenamin. Cross-court pass, dangerous pass, ends up being picked off there by Maya Caldwell. Maya Caldwell up and score, and she's got the and one opportunity. Now, normally when there's a foul, they'll have that 1 for 2 opportunity, 1 shot for 2 at the free throw line. But in this case, it's strictly a normal and 1 shot. So she converts, and that pushes Team Blue's early lead out to 5 points, 5-0. Team White wants to get their scoring going here. Stafford over to McMenamin, deep outside shot. That one bounces off. Momentarily grabbed by Britt Aller, and she gives it up to Maya Caldwell. Now Caldwell on the open floor. Finds a teammate over the top, but they can't convert. McMenamin pulled up her dribble there. Now up here to Stafford. She's going to wait for her teammates. Gives it over to McMenamin. Feed inside. Really trying to work the ball around. They want to find a good shot. They just can't find what they want. Here's Caldwell again. And still unable to score, Sydney Miller, number 11. But she is going to the line. And this is what we were talking about earlier. She's got a 1 for 2 opportunity, which means she can take 1 shot and get 2 points, which is a nice little deal. But you still have to convert. And that's exactly what Sydney Miller does. And that gets Team White on the board. Cuts that lead to 3. Christina McLean now running the point, number 20. Over the top to Melissa Rollier. Alicia Cumberbatch had it in the corner and got it out. Tried to get it to Maya Caldwell. Sydney Miller closed on her and tied that one up. And I think that is going to go over to Team White. So good defensive play there by Sydney Miller. Christina McLean over the top to Rollier, and Rollier unable to finish. Looking for that transition bucket. Now back over to Stafford, Team White. She gets over to McMenamin. McMenamin drives, goes behind her back, ends up in the hands of Aaliyah Parker. That's not her. That wasn't her original intended target with that pass, but there's a tie-up, and that is going to go over to Team Blue. Maya Caldwell looking to drive. This is a good matchup between Maya Caldwell and Sydney Miller. McMenamin on the outside. Still not able to connect. Here's Christina McLean. She's got an open basket. Stafford closed on her, but McLean is able to finish. Good play by McLean. We've got some feedback here. I apologize. We'll see if we can't get that straightened out. We'll work on that. Our little technical ability here. And then we'll adjust our score and all that good stuff. I think we're good, hopefully. Hopefully you guys can still hear me out there. Coming to you from Hickory Ridge High School near Charlotte, North Carolina, you're watching the Immaculate Training International High School Showcase. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports. We're watching, this is court one of two courts here. High school girls. Several college prospects out there, as you can probably already tell. Shot outside by Cumberbatch, no good. McMenamin with the rebound, gets it up to Stafford. Stafford with a transition opportunity, and that ball is going to be another tie-up, and that's going to go, well, it's going to stay with Team White on that end of the floor. Now we have a running clock. There are some stoppages. Of course, timeouts will stop the clock. And I think under 2 minutes, they'll stop the clock on just normally, or at least on free throws. Here's a steal by Miller. Tried to get it up to Parker, but wasn't able to finish on that pass. Now here's over the top. A little bit of chaos here on the floor, a little bit of sloppy play on both ends. Both teams are trying, they really are looking to take advantage of those transition buckets, and they just haven't been able to put them together, trying to kind of getting ahead of themselves a bit. Both teams will probably settle down, and Team White hasn't scored a field goal. Their only points coming from the free throw line. Sydney Miller getting to the line. Sarah Drennan inbounding now in the game. Miller with the rebound. Does a little tightrope walk on the baseline, keeps it inbound and gets it into a teammate. Now here's McMenamin. One hands it over to Endine. Here's Aaliyah Parker over the top. Good, and that's going to be an and one. And that is a stylish way to get the first field goal of the game for Team White, as Aaliyah Parker finishes and gets the and one opportunity, and she can close the gap quite a bit. This shot can't convert on that one, but still Team White with the rebound. Dropped in by Cristal Mainsa. And just like that, Team White not only ends that scoring drought, they erase all but 1 point of that early lead that Team Blue had. Here's Maya Caldwell. Looking for a gap. Team White falling back into his zone, it looks like. And that's Sydney Miller doing work on the inside, but she's going to get a foul call on her. And believe that will be a shooting foul, and that will send Britt Aller to the line. Changes for Team White. On the roster, Aaliyah Parker thought she was coming out. Looks like she's going to stay out there, and she's going to have to drop back to the guard position back there outside the perimeter. White to inbound over the top. Tried to get it to McMenamin. Was knocked away there by McLean, but Parker ended up with it. Now Aller with the steal. McLean on the break. Goes between two defenders. Cannot finish. Rebounded by Aaliyah Parker. She keeps it, finally gives it up to the guard, McMenamin. McMenamin saw an opening there as Sharice Jones was slightly open under the basket. McMenamin wanted to thread the needle in there, but wasn't able to do so. Here we see Maya Caldwell once again. Now she's running the point. Dropped in. And that's number 14. Team Blue. I apologize, I may not have her on my roster. Let's get that straightened out. Back-to-back buckets for Team Blue. Team Blue offense coming a little easier for them, and we got a foul as Aaliyah Parker tried to spin away from trouble and get that pass out, and she's fouled. So Team White will inbound the ball here. Laura McMenamin running the point. Loses it momentarily, gathers it back in. They feed inside to Parker. They like this matchup inside, and that's another score for Aaliyah Parker and another and one opportunity. They're going back to that well. Parker very strong inside. She'd really like to finish off this three-point play here. Grabs the rebound over the top. Too strong. Team Blue dodges that one. They come up with the rebound. Here's Caldwell in the open floor. Little stutter step up, and I believe they're going to call that on the floor. That's not going to be in the act of shooting. Low scoring half here in this one. Still anybody's game early on here. Royer with the rebound, not able to finish it, and they're going to be another foul. They're going to call a travel on Parker. Tough call there. The Team Blue will take it. They keep the ball. Sarah Drennan there. Ball knocked away. There's Shamani Stafford in the open floor. Kicks it back to McMenamin. McMenamin thought about driving, looks like, then pulls it back out. Here's Stafford once again. Now Maya Caldwell. For a moment there, I thought maybe she came up limping. Seems to be okay. Under 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Baseball pass ahead by McMenamin. She finds, oh, that's going to be a walk. Unfortunate for Sharice Jones. she got too far into the basket, then tried to execute a Euro step, and it just got away from her. Tough play there. Not much she could do. There's Maya Caldwell being guarded by McMenamin. Royer with the pick and roll, but it's really kind of hard to execute that pick and roll against this loose zone that Team White is using. Maya Caldwell, though, that's the play you want to hit against the zone, is the 3-ball. That's exactly what Maya Caldwell does right there, number 34. And pushes that lead out, Team Blue, to 7 points. Look ahead to McLean. McLean wide open. Another finish. She really likes those transition buckets. And right now, Team Blue has their offense clicking. Under a minute left in the first half. That's going to do it for the first half. We'll be back in just a few moments. We are back here, Charlotte, North Carolina, for the Immaculate Training International High School Showcase. Second half. Team White trails Team Blue 17-11. We've adjusted the scoreboard just a bit to match the official score clock, but just like that, Team White comes out and scores. And that was something they found a little difficult in the first half, but they've cut the lead to 4 here early in the second half. Feed inside and blocked. There's a look ahead pass to McMenamin. McMenamin with a little one-on-one, stops, goes over the top, not able to finish, and Melissa Royer will rebound that for Team Blue. Christina McLean now, running point, brings the ball up. Maya Caldwell, very athletic. Sydney Miller dove for that pass, wasn't able to finish it. And that's a score. Another score by Christina McLean. And Team Blue really using that transition there. And they're able to do that a lot. They want to get out and beat that before Team White is able to set up in that half-court defense. And they've been using the zone effectively, with the exception, I think, of Caldwell's 3 earlier in the first half. So if Team Blue can beat that defense down the floor and score, which they've done a few times with Christina McLean, using her quickness to get out there and beat the defense down and score. Here's Aaliyah Parker back at the line, 1 for 2. Shot no good. Rebounded by Melissa Royer, gets it up to McLean. Caldwell once again, that shot looks really good. And we have a timeout on the floor as Team Blue has opened up an 11-point lead now over Team White in the second half. Once again, you're watching Netcast Sports Network. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports, and you can watch this game in replay on demand at netcastsports.com or on YouTube. You can just go to YouTube and search Netcast Sports. You'll pull up all the games we have that are on. We have more games on Netcast Sports, but we have quite a few, dozens and dozens that are on YouTube. including quite a few from the summer and April live periods, spring and summer live periods in AAU. We've got some football coming up in the fall. We've got some great games coming up in November and December in high school basketball, so definitely check out netcastsports.com, as well as following on Twitter at netcastsports. And we are back in action. Laura McMenamin for Team White, once again running the point. Over to Sydney Miller. Miller with a one-handed entry pass. Stolen, and now we're going the other way. Here's Britt Aller. Now Leah Parker for Team White's got an opportunity. She feeds it up, gets it. Stafford gets it back to Parker. She's not able to finish. They really wanted to make that transition bucket pay. Here's Caldwell. Nice look, finds Roller inside. Roller not able to finish, but she does grab the rebound, gets it over to Aller. Aller back to Roller, and Roller wasn't exactly where Aller thought she was going to be. Carly Endine, dangerous pass. That's tracked down and stolen by Christina McLean. And there's Maya Caldwell once again doing work on the inside. And that's going to send Caldwell to the line. She's got a chance to extend that lead out. Team Blue is built up with their transition game. The rebound for Aaliyah Parker once again. Carly Endine from the outside. Can't get that one to fall. McMenamin over the top. She can't get hers to fall. Team White just finding a lid on the bucket here the last few trips down the floor. Here's Stafford over to Endine. Endine inside to Parker. Nice pass from Carly Endine to Aaliyah Parker, and that's a good score. She just put that ball where only Parker could get it. That's sort of a textbook pass that you would like to see from, say, a quarterback. Great entry pass by Endine on that last play down the floor. Now here's Parker with a rebound. And McMenamin now. She's going to hold up. Stafford goes back to Parker. Parker that time once again, almost the same play. That time Stafford to Parker. So now, 2 trips down the floor in a row for Team White. They've cut that lead back down to 7. A little bit more manageable. Block on the outside. Here's Sydney Miller now with the ball. Gets it back over to Stafford. Stafford up over the top. Too strong. Rebounded by Miller. And we've got a foul going the other way. That's going to be a push by Sydney Miller. A lot of people would look at that as, you commonly know that as an over-the-back call, but that's technically a push. And that's the call. Going the other way now, Team Blue. Caldwell over to McLean, down in the corner to Cumberbatch. And that's short, tracked down by Stafford. She's going to wait for everybody. Give it up to McMenamin. Endine back inside to Parker. Now, Roller has good position that time, and she gets the block. A couple times inside to Parker, and Roller sniffed that one out. Going to be a foul, and that looks like that's going to be a shooting foul. Send Christina, I may be saying your name wrong. I'm sorry. It could be Christiana McLean. I apologize. She's going to the line. Rebound, another rebound for Parker. She's had quite a few in this game. Endine covered up. Stafford back to Endine. Look for Parker. So now Roller inside. Melissa Roller is well aware that they want to go inside to Parker. They got burned a couple times, and Roller's covering them up really well now. Trying to prevent those plays, once Parker gets the ball deep, there's not much they can do. Maya Caldwell pulling the ball out. Christiana McLean holding up just a bit. Cumberbatch fakes, drives, gets it inside. Had a nice move and a hesitation to get inside, but wasn't able to finish with the shot. There's Parker. She wants to get it inside. Shot no good. Caldwell with just a nice athletic, acrobatic finish on the inside, and she's got the N1 opportunity for blue. But we are nearing the 8-minute mark, almost halfway through the second half. Caldwell at the line here for an extra. Still not able to cap those N1 opportunities. It hasn't hurt her team yet. She's been the main scoring engine, but she knows she would like to get those free throws to drop as well. Here's Caldwell. Over to Drennan. Feet inside to Rollier, and that's going to be a foul and a hold on Sharice Jones. Now with Aaliyah Parker having gone to the bench for Team White, you have to wonder if Team Blue, well, they're going to score again from the outside, and I do apologize, I don't have that player's name on my roster. She's had 2 3-pointers. Stafford too strong over the top. No good. Parker comes back in, as well as Sydney Miller and Cristal Mensah for Team White. Stafford fake inside. Had a nice looking play, but not able to score. Team Blue now. Carly Endine really throws some deft passes. But the last few trips down the floor, she hasn't been able to get them to who she wants them to go to. 3 ball on the outside for Team White. Things really piling up. Shimani Stafford now with the point, gets it over to McMenamin. Sydney Miller drives up over the top. Good, nice play by Sydney Miller. Roller over the top, good from outside. Not a 3 ball, but about an 18-footer there. As we are under the 4-minute mark, Stafford, deep shot outside. No good, rebounded by Parker. She can't get that one to drop, but once again, she's going back to the line. This time she'll be shooting for a 1-for-2 opportunity. Aaliyah Parker, been a major factor for Team White, but her team just hasn't been able to convert enough. Feed over to Britt Aller. Aller to the outside. Gets it back to Cumberbatch. Finally back to Maya Caldwell. This matchup between Caldwell and Sydney Miller is really intriguing. We've got a moving screen, it looks like. About 2.5 minutes left to go here. So Team White's got to come up with some offense. This could help if it drops. No good. Rebounded by Parker and score and an and one opportunity. And that's also going to stop the clock. The Team White needed that. We're going to sync up our clock with the official clock. Team White coming on strong here. Team Blue still with a pretty comfortable lead. Team White wants to, they've got to do something here. Now this is the thing, there's no shot clock, so Maya Caldwell, there really isn't a reason for them to execute any kind of offense other than just keeping the ball at this point. So Team White has to press defensively. Getting that 5-second call would be huge. And we've got a tie up, and that's going to stay with Team Blue. Tough defensive play there by Carly and Dean. Team Blue really wants to milk the clock here. They just don't. They don't really need buckets now. With the boys, you know, a lot of times we were watching the guys play earlier. A lot of times they'll just keep playing. And that's true of the girls too. The girls, you know, a lot of times will just keep playing because it's not really to their benefit to just run the clock out in a showcase kind of a game. But I think what we have is a foul here. But Team White, you know, at this point with a 12-point lead with a little over a minute to go, Team Blue knows the best course of action is just be patient and not run any offense until, you know, unless you get a really good look. And just make Team White work extra hard and just close it out. Right now, Shimani Stafford at the line, number 35 for Team White. She's got a 1-for-2 opportunity. This would help. This would cut it even more. That's exactly what she does. 34 now to 28. Got a minute left to go here. Parker up to Stafford. Not able to finish. Parker with the rebound. And that drops, I think. Yeah, they're going to give her the bucket and send her to the line. So here's another three-point opportunity for Aaliyah Parker. This is a familiar scene today. The and one. And Parker closes that, and that is huge because that cuts the lead to 3 now. We have gone from what was a 12-point lead maybe 2 minutes ago, if not even that, to now a 3-point lead for Team Blue. And the Team Blues, they're a lot less likely to try to take a bad shot. There's Roller. She just wants to pull it out. Caldwell, they just want to keep this ball moving. At some point, Team White is probably going to have to foul, and that's exactly what they do. They do stop the clock. 27.6 on the clock, but it's going to be an inbound play, so not on the line. Aller to Caldwell, another foul. We got a timeout on the floor as it looked like Team Blue was having trouble getting the ball in. Team Blue wants to talk things over here. 24 seconds left in the game, and you know they went from having a double-digit lead 2 minutes ago to basically trying to just hold on for the win here. The coach is trying to talk to them about, all right, you know, we played really well to get to this point. Let's not get rattled now. Team Blue has played well. Maya Caldwell looking very strong today, and Christiana McLean looking good in this one. And Team Blue has had command of this game for most of the second half, so they really don't want to drop it here at the end. For Team White, it's the opposite. They trailed big for a good portion of the game, and now they've come storming back at the last minute, and they would love to get out of this game with a win. Maya Caldwell driving through traffic, shovels it to Roller. Roller decides not to shoot it. Aller shoots it. Roller grabs it. I think Roller's got the right idea. There's a foul. There's about 10 seconds to go in the sign. I think Roller's got the right idea. She just does not want to give that ball back over to Team White. Pass from Roller to McLean. And we got a foul on the floor. And that's going to be 2 shots at the line here, I think. Now they're saying a 1-and-1, so I all day long it's been a 1 for 2. I'm not sure how that's affected here and why they're saying 1-on-1, 1-and-1, but we'll find out. So they're going to go 1 for 2. No, they're going 1-and-1. It's a little confusing why we would suddenly go with a 1-and-1. Maybe because it's a loose ball foul far away from the basket. Makes no matter to Christiana McLean. She drops both of them. Now here's one of the few times in the game that the point guard can use that clock, the long dribble. And we've got about 5 seconds left here in this one. And that's going to wrap it up. Looks like Team Blue's going to get out of here with the win. Thank you for watching. I've been Marcus Shockley, and we will see you at the next game.